Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Before we hop in and create a new house, I want to show you a fun feature over here. I didn't mess with a couple features. So this is what we created yesterday. It was pretty fun. But you can replay the entire build. Yeah, fun. So you can see the order things popped up in. Pretty fun. Whee! The little Pizza Hut showed up. Lady over by the factory, the bookstore. And then bloop. And then I had to go to work. Everything I did summed up in like 5 minutes. Looks good. Oh, and another thing we didn't do. We didn't mess with the weather. You can play with the rain. And night is actually really cool too. They turn on all the lights. I kind of like the effect. Like they scroll along, so it looks like there's kind of a depth to the buildings. Anyway, today we're gonna go to the desert. We're gonna do it again. Whee! Oh, I've got a highway that crashes right into this hill. Okay. What do we have over here? It's just more highway. It's just a little ridiculous. Like, you've got the paved road that just ends in absolute nothing. Nobody's visiting this exact corner of the desert enough that they would paint it or pave it and have a sidewalk to it. But you know what? I appreciate it. I think we just need to start placing stuff. Boop. We'll figure out what goes here later. Oh, that's not the stairs. Are you the stairs? Boop. This is going to be one of those like trap buildings where there's just like that one extra step that you don't expect. So you climb the stairs and you're like, oh, thank God that's over. And then you like hit that last step and then you face plant. Ooh. What if we kind of surround it on all sides like that? I like it. I can't go back further than this. Why not? Why did it let me do that with the stairs? Okay, I can. I use this tile? But any other tile? Not so much. Alright. I gotta. Oops. And what door? Oop. That'll get him. The extra step up is just like a perception check, you know? Want people to walk in here and just immediately faceplant because they weren't paying attention to their surroundings. Ooh. Here's what we're gonna do. Today we're gonna make a lot of houses that kind of look like they have faces. Frankly, I love those. We're gonna make it more better. Where are the chimneys? Here we go. Alright, now do you see what I see? Totes appropriate. I really can't go farther back than that, huh? It's so weird. Can I have a tiny block? Can I have stairs? What I want is like a tiny cobblestone block. What about you? Do you work? You don't work. Will you go back there? Not all the way. We just can't have nice things. Hi, Sugarheart. Hi, Jeannie. How are you doing today? Are you having a good day? Give our little our house a little hair. Got a bit of a pompadour. You miss my streams? You've been busy a couple of months. Yeah, it has been a long time since I've seen you. I'm glad you're here now. Months do be like that. It's alright, you tend to like the cozier stuff, right? last couple of months we've been kind of playing more intense games. How's that look? Kinda like. You know what? No, I don't like. We're gonna enclose it. This is the desert. You need some like more substantial shade. Coral Island, yeah. Oh. Well, I'm gonna try and play more cozy games. I'm gonna try and keep like one going every week. Like, I'm still gonna play like the fun, intense games I like, but it'll be more of a balance. It's the little ridge on these that I don't really like. What can I do? What if I just let it dangle a little bit? Yeah, I kind of like it. And we put up some random decorations. What is this? A cute little place. Give it a little hat. Give it little cat ears. Haven't decided. We'll come back to you, little house. A little orange place kind of tucked in beside it. You can give it space. These are separate properties. Give it a little hobbit door. There's no like little hobbit windows though. But what have you been up to, Jeannie? Been playing any fun games yourself? I have a vending machine somewhere out in the desert. I feel like I gotta put some ruins somewhere. There we go. Could put a whole bunch of trees out here. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea. It makes it seem a little intentional. Little window so you can like see outside, but you actually get some shade. Busy completing requirements for your second degree in school? Oof. Are you going for a master's or another bachelor's or... My wife has 2 masters. She was shooting for a PhD. But then she started having babies and was like, you know what? This is hard. And so she settled for the second master's. Put the air conditioner there. What am I doing roof-wise here? This tin roof is going to be insanely hot. So there's an option to pixelate. What I'm wondering is, does that actually make it look better in some ways? Kinda don't think it does. Actually kinda hate it. Not a fan for pixelating just for the sake of pixelating. Playing around with the weather. Looks nice. Another bachelor's degree. That's cool. I feel like that would be it would be like a little easier the second time around. Do all your credits still count? It's not like they're gonna make you get like the full 120 again. Retake all the general electives you've already taken. So as long as you're there, you might as well double up. Compared to the rest of college, that might be a bargain. What am I doing with this little wooden shack? Can I make like an old mine entrance? I've got to have a reason why like somebody would actually come here. I need to make a justification for this paved road that ends so abruptly. It just bothers me. If I put a mine there, I'll be like, ah, yes, greed. Good. The person who owns the mineral rights needs some place to park his Porsche that he did 0 work for. I'm trying to have a better mindset about these sort of things. where I don't judge super harshly, and I'm actually happy for people who have nice things instead of super jealous. It's probably one of the hardest habits I've ever had to try to break as an adult. I'm trying to teach my kids to be happy for other people too. It's rough. All right. Now, how do your soon to be university doesn't really accept the units you've taken from your previous school, so you're taking all of the subjects necessary for the second degree? I would have so much difficulty with that. Hmm. There's nothing that bothers me more than doing something I already feel I understand. I did not do well in a academic environment. If something felt pointless, I struggle with it. I know you're gonna nail it. I believe in you. There we go. So just put a door here. Question is, how are we going to make it look like this used to be a mine? My solution is slap a door on it. Little hobbit door. The rock really doesn't want a door. Thank you. It's hard. I know it is. This is actually kind of neat. It looks like there was a door there, but it is definitely collapsed in. There's got to be some kind of trick I can do here. Can I ask what your degrees are going to be in? Well, what your second degree is going to be in? Also, what your first degree was in? I'm curious. Feels weird putting plants in the desert. Feel like it's not actually going to work. First degree is an HRM bachelor degree in HRM medical technologist. And your second is medical technologist. Those are both they both sound like awesome degrees. Now I want to put you on the spot and say like, "Ooh, fun. What are you going to do with those?" But at the same time, I feel like everyone's going to ask you what you want to do with those. And that can get very annoying. I'm going to leave you be and let you live your life. Now, let's see. This actually looks weirdly good. Can I do anything more here? Have like a little window? Doesn't quite make sense. What it needs is vandalism, I think. A little chaos. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It doesn't really stick. There we go. Good morning, Zilla. The first one is a typo. Just BS. HRM. I was going to say, I was like, HRM medical technologist. I don't know. Computer science does things like that. You can get computer science and computer information systems, and you'd be like, what's the difference? One is for computer scientists who don't do math, which to me seems like it would be slightly less valuable. But like, I get their focus is on other things, and so it does okay. All right. This is an old spray paint, but instead of like painting over it, they just built the door through a chunk of it. They didn't want to. But like, the Hobbit door is definitely a choice you make after you purchase a home. So, is HRM Hotel and Resort Management? If it is, this feels like a very smart combo. Because I feel like HRM would be like kind of your dream job, but medical technologist can be something that pays your bills while you get there. It feels like you have a very smart plan. You're scheming, aren't you? Trying to make something of your life like that. This is a ventilation shaft for the mine. I often think about the weird ways I could have lived my life more efficiently. There's so many jobs out there that pay high, but like nobody like goes to school for. Like all the super weird. Oh, I'm trying not to like give away exactly where I work in real life. But there's jobs that are just like, uh, I don't know, account manager or various legal specialists. A legal specialist. I assume you go to law school, but I don't know that. Alright. I want this to look kind of like a fence. It was basically a retaining wall that went horribly wrong. It was built a long time ago and failed to keep retention.